Welcome. So in this particular lecture, we will see the program implementation of vector, which is a type of sequence container. Now if you want to include any container or use any container in your program, then you need to include its specific header file at the top. So right now I'm going to use vector in my program, so I'm including #include vector at the top. Then only I can use the functionalities of vector container. Now any container, if we talk, they are the implementation of class template only. So the only thing is they are predefined. So the first step of the program is going to be to create the object of the inbuilt class template vector. We all know what is the syntax of generating object of class template. In the angular brackets, we need to specify the specific type that we are going to use. So v1 is the object of class template vector, and this int shows we are wishing to store integer values. And what is the size we are specifying here? 10. So 10 elements will be stored. We can generate a vector of 0 size also, and later on this 0 size vector can be expanded also as the elements are pushed into it. So this particular vector I am keeping in the comment section, so I'm going to use this v1, which is having size 10. Now size is one of the member function of vector class, which will tell us the number of elements which are there or which can be stored in the current vector. So the size of this vector will be 10. Now with the help of this logic, I'm going to insert 10 elements into the vector. The loop is starting from 0 and moving up to 9. It means I wish to store 10 elements into my vector. With vector we can use the subscript operator to insert and display the elements on the screen. So v1 of I is equal to I simply says whatever the value of I will be, that will be the element of that particular vector and will be stored in the corresponding index. So initially I is 0, 0 is less than or equal to 9, the condition is true, so v1 of 0 will have 0. Similarly, v1 of 1 will have 1 and so on. At last, v1 of 9 will have 9. So the elements in the vector are 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. Although the size here given is 10, but we can extend the size also. We know that size is not a limitation in case of vector. So here in this particular logic, we are pushing 10 more elements into our current vector. So the loop is starting from 10 and moving up to the 19. It means at 10th index up to the 19th index of the vector, the elements will be pushed. This is one of the logic for inserting element into the vector, and this is another logic for inserting element into the vector, that is push underscore back. Vector, in case of vector, we can insert or delete the element from the back. So for inserting the element at the back, we have the member function push underscore back. So v1 dot push underscore back I, initially 10 will be added, then 11 will be added, and so on up to 19 the elements are going to be added. So what will be the new vector now? The elements will be like 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 19. And what will be the new size of this vector? As from 10 to 19, 10 more elements are pushed into the vector. So when I display the new size of my vector, it is going to be 20. So 20 will be visible on the screen. Now we can see all the elements on the screen also. With the help of this logic, you will run your loop from 0 up to the last index 19. So all the elements will be visible on the screen from 0 to 19. We all know we can delete the element from the back also. For that purpose, we have pop back function. So v1.popback will remove the last element from the vector. What is the last element of the vector? That is 19. So when 19 is removed, we are left with the elements from 0 to 18. And at this particular point, the size of the vector will be 19 because one element is deleted. So popback will delete the last element. Again we are calling popback. So here 18 is going to be removed and the last element of the vector will become 17. So here the size of the vector will become 18 as two elements are going to be deleted. One with this popback and one with this particular popback. We can check the size also with the help of size member function again, and the new size of the vector is going to be 18. So far we have seen subscript operator for inserting the element and displaying the element on the screen. We can use iterator also to traverse all the elements of a vector. This is a syntax to generate a vector. You will write vector, then in the angular bracket what type you are working with, then scope resolution operator, and then iterator keyword, and then you can define your vector, your iterator name. Now iterator is just like a pointer which will point towards the vector. Now this begin member function will give the reference of the beginning of the vector, and your iterator v will start pointing towards the beginning of the vector. Now this particular logic is moving your iterator up to the end. And what is the role of end member function? End member function will give the reference after the last element of the vector. So this loop is keep on running until unless the iterator is not moving towards the end. So obviously currently when the loop is running, initially when the loop is running, the value of v is going to be pointing towards the beginning. So beginning is not equal to end, the condition is true. It will display the first element on the screen with the help of asterisk. We all know what is asterisk. It is like a dereferencing or value at address operator which will display the value at address on the screen. So initially v is pointing towards the beginning, so that beginning element 0 will be displayed. Then v++ will happen. v++ is just like a pointer arithmetic, and the iterator will point towards the second element of vector. Now it will have the reference of second element which is not equal to end. Again it will display the second element on the screen. So 1 will be displayed. Similarly, this code is going to run, and all the elements are visible on the screen from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 17. We can check the execution of this code. And here we can see the initial size of the vector was 10, and after pushing 10 more elements, the new size of the vector is 20. And this logic was used to display all the elements of the vector on the screen. So from 0 to 19 all the elements are displayed. After pop back operation, 2 elements were deleted and the new size of the vector was 18. And this particular values are displayed with the help of iterator from 0 to 17. So in this particular program we have seen various member functions like size, pushback, popback, begin and end, and we have also seen the working of iterators, the working of subscript operator in lieu of vectors. Thank you.